Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check-in. This is gonna be a classic read, although at the end, instead of doing the messages between the twins, what I do most of the time, this is gonna be some guidance from the angel therapy deck for each of the twins. Let's get started. As always, I'm starting with Oracle deck. And today it's the Cosmic Journey Oracle. I hope you guys are doing great. Welcome to the month of March. I will be doing the the full moon in Virgo reading over the weekend. Don't know which day yet, but it's pretty important, especially because Virgo is actually, well, I mean, yeah, naturally it's the opposite sign of Pisces, but it actually complements it pretty well. Okay, so for Divine Feminine, we've got two cards today. Number 12 and number 36. Enter, one step forward, one step onward. Keep moving, keep making those steps. And to me, this card means mostly that, you know, as long as you have progress, that's all that matters. It's not about measuring, am I as far as someone else, or have I gone far enough to be successful, or something along those lines, right? This is about actually making progress. If you notice it, if you can see it, it's there. That's really all that matters at this point. And the second one is you contain the entire universe encoded within you. Yes, this is to remind you about your potential and how, I'm just gonna say it, how perfect you guys are, like with your setup, exactly how you are, and that the world needs you exactly how you are. First of all, because you do encode the entire universe, and secondly, because we do have, as master teachers, we do have those, even if it's something that you don't like seeing, right, like the shadow side or any kind of traumatic experiences, it is there for a reason, and we need it to grow from it, to ascend with the help of that experience, and to be able to help others who will be struggling in similar areas in their life. So this is in fact your power. Okay, let's see what we have for the masculine selection. I like it. Memento Mori. There might not be a someday. Number 19. This is like end of a cycle, you know. 9 and 1 is 1. But next level, right? Do it now. And again, look at it. It's like carpe diem, you know, do it now. You may not have another chance. You may not have another day to do this something, and you already know what it is, right? So don't put it off till better times, till when you have more information. Right now, it's important just to go for it and see what happens. Because maybe you don't have all the information for a reason. You're not supposed to, right? Because it wouldn't be as authentic, and you wouldn't get everything you're supposed to get out of it. Okay, let's get to tarot, see what's the energy for Divine Feminine right now. Yeah, I'm not doing the connection today, and I actually have been getting those messages lately that the twins continue focusing on themselves. We had that window of twins coming together in January. I think it was 23rd of January, for a while, for, you know, like a few weeks, and now Juno and Jupiter separated again, and it kind of naturally puts the twins back into their own swim lanes to keep going with whatever work and whatever fulfillment they're supposed to have in their own right. And we have Moon in reverse for the feminine. What else? And the Ace of Swords. Wow. Yeah, so when emotions come down, the truth comes in, right? When you're not being reactional, when you don't focus on the painful stuff, when you actually look at the facts, right? That's when you get that wisdom. That's when, you know, you get set on fire. It was like, I know now, right? So that's when you can absorb the lesson really, whether it comes from a positive or from a negative experience. Emotions, I'm not saying that they make it worse, but they definitely distort the image in a certain way. And especially when it comes to the negative experiences, the faster we can release those emotions, the faster we can A, get over it, heal it, release it, and B, the more clear the lesson comes in, what it was actually all about, what it meant. And a lot of times even, what is the next step now, based on that specific event. So it's not like, oh, I'm never doing that again, or yeah, this person was just, you know, crazy, so yeah, I'm just gonna go find someone else, right? This is like understanding the deeper meaning behind it, what that particular interaction and experience meant. Not for you to just look another way, but for you to have more information the next time you go through a similar experience, similar scenario, let's put it that way. We have a lot of mosquitoes today, it's crazy. I've been killing them left and right. Mosquitoes bother me, they bite me a lot. So yeah, when I can, I'm fighting back. Okay, what do I have for Divine Masculines today? Chariot, I like it. Ooh, and Ace of Pentacles. We have two aces today. How cool is that? I actually think in one of the personal readings just today I got this specific combination for masculine, divine masculine. And look at that, the tower, the bottom of the deck. But I feel like it's more of a belief system tower rather than something happening in the physical, you know? Like, it's not necessarily gonna be an event, a new event in the physical. It's gonna be more like looking back and suddenly certain parts of the puzzle coming together. You're like, whoa. And we know very well that full moon is helping with that, so that could be another accelerator for those insights, for those understandings. So yeah, the masculines have the Chariot and the... Look at that, each of the twins actually has one major arcana and one ace. Seeing aces is awesome. So for masculines, it's more about going forward. And actually, just in that reading that I just mentioned, in today's personal reading that I was doing, for me, this particular carriage, in this particular card, in this particular deck, this card meant like a wedding carriage. So it's like masculines are building that picture in the physical of what that married life is gonna be like for them. They could be, of course, thinking about it because marriage is actually on the table, either with DF or with their karmic partner, right? I mean, you know, we have different stories here, but even if that's not the case, it just could be that there is that marriage topic around them. Don't think I got it. Don't want to make a lot of noise because you guys are here. But I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, there is that topic in the air. It could be because, I don't know, somebody in their family or friend circle is getting married. It could be because they saw a movie about it and it suddenly gets them thinking, like, I'm not sure that I would do it this way. Like, if it were me, I would actually like to have XYZ in my wedding, or this kind of people, right? So maybe they haven't thought about it yet. Maybe they were married before, they haven't thought about it for a while. But now this comes in and it becomes very real for them, right? It's almost like they can sense that even if they don't have wedding coming over, like in the works, they are sensing that that's somewhere in the near future, right? Like it makes sense to think about those specifics. And yes, I know that masculines usually not the ones thinking about the wedding specifics, but you know what I mean. Like it's even about like the whole concept, right? What kind of wedding I want, who do I want to be there? Those are pretty important things, without going into details like what kind of invitations I would do. Right? Not that level. Okay, that's interesting. So it's like, I would say esoterically it also means like next level commitment, or like level up in certain life scenarios, right? Because we'll definitely create a lot of new scenarios as opposed to what it was before. And this ritual in its own like is pretty symbolic in many ways in pretty much every culture in the world. Okay, let's get a card from the angel therapy for divine feminines with some advice. Oops. Actually, shuffle a little bit more. I'm on the lookout. Still two cards. You are profoundly clairvoyant and solar plexus chakra. Ooh, I like this. And again, we saw the solar plexus theme pretty recently, right? About you know, being brave to step forward, step into your power, and to take on an opportunity to step through into the new life, right? Like to open new doors. It is safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. Reminder to some. And of course, reminder that if you work on your solar plexus chakra, that could really help with that mindset. Another one says you're profoundly clairvoyant. Trust what you see in your mind's eye as well as with your physical side, for your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching, and guidance. And of course, you could be clairaudial, clairsentient. This is an example, let's put it that way. But this is pretty much saying whatever visions you have, or voices, or you know, whichever source of information you have, trust it. This is your secret power. And again, it comes back to that concept of power and embracing it. What do we have for DMs? Okay. Oh, throat chakra. The angels are helping you lovingly speak your truth. And we actually saw this in the last couple of days, couple of readings, I think, for DMs, that they are becoming much more clear about what should stay and what should go within their life. And that goes for people, lifestyle, jobs, you know, can be anything, right? And the throat chakra, working with the throat chakra will help actually speak that truth clearly, because it still is a learning curve to start being more sincere and brave and speaking your truth without being afraid to hurt someone's feelings, or somebody get in anger with you, or to lose someone from your life, right? So yes, if you do have any rituals for throat chakra, go for it. I did write an article about crystal healing pretty recently, so you might want to check that out. And nature, I just feel like that somebody needs this information. Throat chakra, as you know, is a blue chakra. It's color blue. So like lapis lazuli, for example, is a stone that helps with throat chakra work. There are many more, but this is like intuitively, even if you're not too much into specific crystals, or it's hard for you to find, sometimes like these days you can Google it pretty much. you can at least use intuitively that color reference to find a crystal to work with, to keep it on you somewhere or near you where you spend time. And it will also be helping balance out your energy and rebalance that chakra. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Love you all and talk to you soon.